We are here with Henry Van Hulten from Space Expedition Curacao. And how was it that the company got started?
That's a good question. I'm a pilot in the Royal Netherlands Air Force. Flew F-16s for the last 20 years, but I was always dreaming of going higher and faster than the F-16 could go. So secretly always been dreaming of going into space. And then this commercial space endeavor came about and then culminated in the winning of the X Prize in 2004. And that was really the time when I realized this is a great time to start developing ideas for being part of commercial space.
And I understand that you guys have a partnership with XCOR Aerospace. How did that first come about?
Our ambition is to make space accessible for the people, for science, and to launch small satellites. And so we were looking for a place to do this and basically a vehicle who could do that as well. So it wasn't really difficult to come across the few vehicles that were in development. And the XCOR by far had the best proposition. They were the furthest advanced. And I think what really makes them stand out is the fact that they have focused on propulsion, and they have figured out a commercial rocket engine that is unique.
When flights do first start occurring, are you going to want to be piloting some craft, or are you just wanting to be a passenger?
I want to be piloting as soon as possible. Although I realize there's many challenges in that respect with regard to ITAR and all that, but I want to go as early as possible. Absolutely.
Now, what markets is it that the company is able to sell to? Is it only for specific regions, or is it international?
Our spaceport will be located at the island of Curacao in the Caribbean. That's part of the former Dutch Antilles. It's now a separate country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands since last year. And that's just a fantastic place to go to anyway, but also in many aspects is a perfect place to start flying suborbital space missions out of. And for that we're selling tickets worldwide, basically for anybody who wants to show or come over to this beautiful place and wants to experience what it is to see the planet from space.
When do you expect the first test flights to start occurring? I mean, the first passenger flights to start occurring?
Well, we expect, we hope that the Lynx will fly next year. They've basically developed the Lynx in more than the last 10 years and have accomplished many milestones up to date, but the first flight is always the most important one, or a very important one in the whole aspect. So hopefully that'll fly next year. If that all happens, we're right on track for starting operations in 2014 out of Curacao.
What can you tell us about the other partners that you founded the company with?
Well, first, I had the idea, and that's a start, but not much more than that. So I took it to former Chief of the Air Staff of the Netherlands Air Force, Ben Oroste, to basically ask for advice, and instead of just giving advice, he offered to do this together, which was a great opportunity for me. At that time, he was also the Dean of the Faculty Air and Space of the Technical University Delft, so in the proper position to judge whether the idea had potential or not. And he was also the chairman of our committee that advises on government funding for air and space initiatives. So he knew the world pretty well, and he had a phenomenal network. After that, we came across Michiel Mol and Maarten Elshove, the other two partners at this time. And Michiel Mol is a very successful entrepreneur, and he specialized in marketing and sales. And his business partner, Maarten Elshove, is the legal and finance specialist in that. So that was the expertise that we were lacking between Ben and me. So I think now we have a very phenomenal team with a great skill set across the board in order to get us started. And right now we have a team of 8. So apart from the 4 founders and partners, we have 4 other girls who are working behind the scenes and doing our sales and back office. And we're at this time very happy with that, and I think we're a great team.
How was it that KLM, the Royal Airlines, came involved?
Well, first of all, the network of Ben is phenomenal, and he knew the CEO of KLM, and he thought it was a great idea to inform KLM of what we were doing. Not more than that. So we got the opportunity early 2010, but after the first 5 minutes, KLM got so enthusiastic about the whole idea that they offered to work with us and to help us with anything we would need, including buying tickets. Well, obviously for a first meeting, that was a pretty successful result. And they held to their promise, and currently we're in a very close partnership with KLM. We work together for marketing and sales, but also on safety and all the issues that we need some assistance with. And they also sold a couple of tickets for promotional purposes. So we're extremely happy and proud of this partnership with KLM.
So speaking of tickets, how many tickets have you currently sold?
I think currently we sold 36. We started last April with our pre-sales, and it's going really well. We have reached out outside of the Netherlands just a little bit up to date, and so far we have sold 36, and our target for this year would be 50. So we're working hard to get there, and hopefully sell many more by the time we start operations in 2014.
And the price for the tickets are how much?
We sell tickets for $95,000, and we sell two types of tickets. We call them founder astronauts, which are the first 100. We regard them as the proper founders of our company as well, so we recognize that in the way we train them and offer them some extra benefits, if you will. That requires a down payment of the full fare, and after that we sell future astronaut tickets for which we require a down payment of $50,000 in the rest 3 months before we go.